Today, we'll talk about unused potential of Pokemon. Today, we'll talk about the Pokemon castform. Castform is a very, very, very hated Pokemon, mostly because it's useless. Castform isn't really useful in battle. No. It is basically a Pokemon with a misused concept. Another similar Pokemon came along called Rotom did a concept of multiple forms with different types much better. But why is Castform? But I think Castform just needs a new evolution. Kind of like how the recent forms exist, are basically evolutions of older Pokemon. I think that Castform is a Pokemon that it is in need of evolution. Number one, Castform is not that great. In battle, Castform has abysmal stats in almost every game, having some of the lowest stats in the entire game, and is often considered one of the worst Pokemon of all time because of how not good it is. Its moveset isn't much better. This is its entire moveset. So you get Tackle, Water Gun, Ember, Powder Snow, Headbutt, Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Hail, Weather Ball, Hazel Pump, Fire Blast, Blizzard, Hurricane. I think that Castform should have, if you want to have an Ice type Castform, I think it should have, Ice type moves, and of course use TM moves for coverage for Castform, which does exist. And the Pokemon is available in the Diamond Pearl remakes. So this is the Diamond Pearl remakes moveset. So, but Castform is still not a good Pokemon to use on your team. It's a pure normal type, and its gimmick is it uses a weather move as well. Well, to change its form. So Castform's problem is that it changes weather, the form. I think one thing to change it is to make, of course, Castform evolve around a single type. If you want to use Rain Castform, you should be able to use Rain Castform to its ability, and use it with a Rain Dance team. Same thing with Sunny Castform, you can use it with a Sunny Day, and Hail Castform with a Hail team. I think this would make a lot more sense than Castform just being a low stat useless Pokemon. And of course, the thing that Castform needs the most is an evolution. Sin. Maybe a bigger crowd Pokemon that is able to change the weather at will. And its ability is it has a move where it can hold an item and basically change its ability, its form, and cause it. I think this would be much more useful than Castform's current ability, which is Forecast. I think instead it should be one of those abilities like Arceus' ability, where it has to hold an item to use its ability. Or it can have two abilities. Well, one is like that, where it can hold an item to use its ability, or have its original ability, originally as it is. I think Castform having two abilities and its hypothetical evolution would make a lot of sense. Castform is a Pokemon that needs an evolution. So that means Castform will no longer be made fun of for a weak and useless Pokemon if it gets an evolution. It will definitely be a Pokemon that people would want to use, and will no longer be an underrated and basically overhated Pokemon. I used to be in the camp of people who didn't like Castform. Why? Because I thought it was another useless Pokemon because of its bad stats and bad moveset. But Fire Fast was another bad Pokemon, and it got a perfect evolution. So I think it turned into like some type of crowd like Pokemon that is very strong and can basically manipulate the weather at will using either Forecast or its new ability, which would be Weather Changer, which can change the weather at will with a specific item. But the downside, if you want to use a specific item to enhance its moves, you have to get one with the ability Forecast. And it won't have a hidden ability as well because it has already two abilities that basically gives it to a gimmick. So basically I made Castform better. It still isn't the bestest Pokemon in the world, but it has an evolution that can definitely strike the fear into its opponents, and can use the weather to its advantage, and can use all of its different forms. And I think introducing a sad form Sandstorm form would be necessary as well. Well, I don't know why they didn't give it a Sandstorm form. It's one of the big rare abilities. And also a Foggy form, which would be part 5, would also work. So, or I have another idea. Make cast form work like Rotom. Basically, once it touches a certain ability, touches a certain thing, like with Deoxys and Rotom, it turns it to a form. Same thing if it's evolution. It will basically take all the way for the need of any external abilities. And it will have each weather effect in it. And basically it can turn back to its normal form once the weather is gone. Basically. And of course, can still, and it will have forecast in its normal form, but it will change its ability to a different form benefiting its type. So, it can basically work like Rotom and be much better. Since it can set up for its sunny day, and it can have certain forms that will have good competitive viability like Rotom, and it'll have bad competitive viability. I'm talking about cast form's evolution, and basically its evolution will be pretty good. So yeah, I fixed cast form. I hope Game Freak gives cast form some potential. Kind of like how they're finally giving some underutilized Pokemon new forms, like Basculin, as well, gain finally a new evolution. And of course, they gave Foulfest a new evolution. I hope they continue these regional forms, because it gives older Pokemon an opportunity to breathe new light into them. Same thing with the Alolan forms, giving Pokemon like Sandfast actual usability in the games. So yep, that's basically about this video. Goodbye.